I feel like making love. Feel like making love to you. Hasta la vista, senoritas. Good evening, YouTube. This is Kamikaze Games, and it is time for us to do, hopefully, the second to last, or last if we're lucky, session of Juiced 2. This game has been chaotic, but of course, since I'm starting a new session, I can't be too hasty when getting into a drift event, so we're just gonna have to do something slow and steady, like Supercar Drift Obliterator event. That sounds like the opposite of... That sounds like the definition of being hasty. And speaking of definitions, our calculus teacher has come up with a new term for professional tooth cleaners. Transcendental hygienists. I'm sorry that you ever had to hear that. Prototype Extreme Nitro Supercar Endurance Race. That sounds like a mouthful. Let's do it. Okay, so Prototype Endurance Extreme Nitro Supercar Race. We are going to take our... This is basically the fuck you mobile. Like, there's the Batmobile. There's any car that I've had in this game. There's any car that I've ever had in any other game. But like the Zonda, Pagani Zonda car in every game, once you've maxed out its stats, is like the fuck you mobile. It just says fuck you to all the other competitors. Just every single time you pass them, it's just fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And just on and on and on. And it might have crashed already. Unfucking believable. I said I was going to go until the game crashed. I was going to take this session on until the game crashed. That doesn't count, because that's exactly what happened last time, and I managed to get a 43-minute session out of it, I think. But that's only because I wanted to play something else. What the fuck was it that I wanted to play? Was it Madden? Don't tell me it was Madden. Also, I apologize if I sound like monotone throughout this session, at least the first 10 minutes of it, because I literally woke up 15 minutes, well, a half an hour ago, but I've been laying in bed pretending like I could go back to sleep when I know I can't for the past, you know, half hour since I woke up. But anyway, maybe we can get one race done before it crashes again. Yeah, so I was going to go through this session until it crashed, then I was going to change games, and then I was going to save the final session for whenever the fuck. I'm probably, if it doesn't crash, which I highly doubt, we're going to stop before the promotional event, because that's going to be the final series of races before the end of the game, so I was going to save that for one more session. Besides, by then it'll have been a long time. Prototype Extreme Nitrous, either muscle car or supercar. We'll probably do both of them. But change it to the fuck you mobile. I feel like just going into the bathroom and drowning myself just so that I don't sound monotonous throughout this session. And just to test it, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, la, mi, re, do. Success. I can barely fucking hear this. I can't hear it at all, actually. There we go. That's what I like about this game. I can actually listen to it. And it shouldn't be echoing. Okay. So there's the fuck you mobile. Let's see what everyone else is driving. Inferior vehicles, as always. Well, let's just get right to it, because you never know when you're going to see Nicholas, so we'll bet with him first. And it's past Christmas now, so I really don't feel healthy calling him jolly old St. Nicholas Jammett. And he raised the bet. This is bad. Okay, it's extreme nitrous. Alright, it's extreme nitrous. Which means that I should have not too much difficulty when it comes to whooping that ass. We'll see, though. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how that goes for me. Here it comes. Oh, boy. Okay. Make a big left turn here. Oh, God. Oh, too much power. Drift in and boost. Driving a straight line. Oh, goodness. I love how when it hits the wall it turns, but it never turns when you don't want it to hit the... Oh, my goodness, this is fucking chaos. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so clearly I need to learn how to drive before I should have taken on this race. Bitch, you're lucky that you have control of your vehicle. Oh my goodness, this is almost as bad as driving League 1 cars in Juiced 1. I love how I have it turn all the way to the right. I just slam the analog stick to the right trying to get it to turn, and the second that it hits the wall is when I want it to stop turning. And then it just fucking careens in a direction. I don't know if that's realistic or not. I think what actually happened, that is actually what would happen probably in real life if your car didn't like explode into billions of pieces when you hit the wall. I think that's what would happen in real life, but it just never does because, you know, it explodes into a million pieces. Just take this corner slowly and safely. Nailed it. I forgot who I bet with already. Nicholas Jammett. John Jammett. This race is a goddamn mess. And I love how it's extreme nitrous, so that I can push it to a 250 miles an hour in the blink of a Bill Gates. Yes, in the blink of a Bill Gates. Because that makes sense. Because that just makes a whole lot of sense. You know, that's the one corner that I can take. Everything else I just hit in everything. Cornering, even more wild than before. Even though I finally stopped hitting the wall, it's starting to bring up the cornering again. Look at how much more control over the car that I have now that I've stopped using the nitro. But it's so tempting, it's just a full thing of nitro just sitting there, begging to be used. And that's some good brakes. 250 to 60 in like 5 feet. That's some damn good brakes right there. If I tried to do that in my fucking Corolla, holy shit. Especially on these icy ass roads. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, can you imagine? That would be funny to watch. Actually, you know, I really haven't slammed on the brakes too much. Too much, anyway. Maybe should have a couple times, but I didn't. I might have used the E-brake more than my regular brake. Drive forward. Okay. finally feel as if I have control over this vehicle. And that's making me happy. Because I'm happy! And I only did that so I didn't sound monotonous there.